Thanks for tuning in and not going live. Please hit the subscribe button. Moving on to the AFC South and the NFC South. This is going to be easy because these are probably the worst two divisions in the league. Yep. The worst two divisions in the league. So AFC South, I have in fourth place. I have okay, so I actually was going back and forth between these two teams. And just because I don't like Jim Irsay and they're playing with Jonathan Taylor, even though I'm not a pay the running backs type of guy, I understand how football works. I wouldn't pay him either. But I just feel like they're doing him dirty, like trying to put him on they trying to put him on the what's it called? Non-football activity injury list or whatever it's called because he got hurt while he's training. So you're trying to take his money. That's weird. It's not like he was hooping or anything. And then all the shit that Jim Irsay was saying about him. So I'm gonna just put them fourth place because I don't like him. He's a weirdo. But Anthony Richardson, if he's what he's supposed to be, problem. He's going to be a problem. Like, he's going to be a fucking problem. But other than that, the rest of this team is just, They lost Stephon Gilmore. They got Quentin Nelson. He was nowhere to be found last year. So, Michael Pittman, I feel bad for you, bro. Third place, the Texans. I'm going to the game on Sunday. I think I'm going to take the Texans plus 10 because I don't like those 10-point spreads in the NFL. So please, I'm not a believer in CJ Stroud. Please, if you're going to ball any game, if I put my money on y'all, please do something. Derek Stingley Jr., he was hurt last year. Y'all seen that college tape. Bro, he's going to be a problem. Will Anderson, I think he's going to be a good player, but I don't think he's going to be a great player. I don't know about trading up to get him at 3. It better work out. You got a defensive coach, so good luck. D'Amico Ryan should have that defense playing well. You got 2 good cornerstones on that defense, so we're going to see what they do. Second place, I'm going to go to Titans by default. They're all trash. Like, these bottom 3 teams are all trash. The Titans just have a great coach. It's getting to the point where, my nigga, you might got to leave, like, because they're not going to fire you. He really be doing so much with nothing, like people getting hurt left and right. But I do think just off the strength of Derrick Henry being Derrick Henry, I think he's still going to be good. They're going to be able to win games. The defense is always going to be prepared to play whether they got big names or not. D-Hop's going to be there. They're starting Ryan Tannehill, who's like, I don't know. He's just collecting checks at this point. And I'm not even like a big, like, hating on Ryan Tannehill guy. Like, I think that he has a nice story switching his position to the hardest position and getting drafted in the first round, resurrecting his career with the Titans. But this is probably his last year. Them backups, I don't know what the hell the Titans going to do. I don't know. I think they'll probably win 7, 8. They'll probably win 8 games just off the strength of Mike Vrabel. But yeah. Then the AFC South is trash. Seriously. The Jags, I got the Jags finishing and winning that. I got the Jags winning that division. I don't know who doesn't have the Jags winning that division. I hope that all this like coverage around Calvin Ridley, people aren't jinxing him because I didn't hear anybody talk about Calvin Ridley, and then all of a sudden everybody's talking about Calvin Ridley. But regardless, he's a dog. Like, he's a dog. If you watch football, you know Calvin Ridley's a dog. He was a dog at Alabama. He was a dog the last time he played for the Falcons. And Christian Kirk, even though everybody said that contract was kind of crazy, he played well last year. So that, I think the Jags, I'm gonna go out there. Hold up, I didn't see. Did they pick anybody up on the defense? The problem with the Jags is, honestly, the defense wasn't all that good, but they got some draft picks on the defense. But I honestly think that the Jags have got 4 automatic wins in their division. They're better than the Titans, but I'm going to say they split. So you got 5 wins in your division. The Jags might be able to, I haven't looked at their schedule, but the Jags might be able to sneak the number 1 seed out of the AFC, just because you got all the better teams in the AFC. The Chiefs, they might run into some problems without Chris Jones. The Ravens have a hard division, and the AFC East, they're going to be beating each other up as well. So I would not be surprised if you get 13 wins out of the Jags. Trevor Lawrence has a great season and he wins MVP. That's not my MVP prediction, but watch out for Trevor Lawrence for MVP if they're able to win a lot of games, which they should be able to. If that defense got better and they're going to be consistent, because a lot of people talk about the Jags that I've been seeing. It's so funny how they big up every white quarterback, but if it was Lamar Jackson, let's just say Lamar Jackson had the year that Trevor Lawrence had, the narrative would not be, oh, did you see how he finished the season? You got to watch out for him for MVP next year. I promise you it would be, yeah, he did have a great stretch at the end of the season, but you have to be consistent out throughout the season. Football is a long season. The 5-game losing streak that they started the season off with, well, not immediately, but they started the season off with, that's what they would be talking about. So I do think it's weird, but how they be talking about him. But I do like Trevor Lawrence. I do think he's going to be good. But they do have to, like, tighten up a little bit. And I think LaShawn McCoy made a good point the other day on Speak. He said he doesn't, if you look at him and Justin Herbert, the difference is Trevor Lawrence plays within his offense. If the running game, if Etienne is not doing well, then he's probably not doing well. He doesn't do anything that necessarily wows you. And I do think from a talent perspective that Justin Herbert is definitely talented than him, but Trevor Lawrence isn't all that far off, and I think this year he will. No, I won't say that. I think this year we will be able to see whether he is one of those dudes that you can just plug people in next to him, or he's just a really good player within that system, which is not necessarily bad. Which is not necessarily bad. I feel like it would be the same as how you could say Joe Burrow isn't the most talented, but Joe Burrow is obviously a top 3-4 quarterback in the league because he does what he's supposed to do. He's a distributor. I think and then you have Josh Allen that's like crazy talented, and their stats are like pretty similar. So I think that will be what we'll find out about Trevor Lawrence versus